So Gary, it's the media day for 2023. As a coach, what are your initial thoughts going into the season?
Obviously, got to be optimistic. We're 2 games in now, and giving the guys opportunity to get some game time and see what we can do out on the field. So I'm optimistic. Really enjoy days like this when everybody's together. I think it's been fantastic. We've got a real good training session out on the pitch for the first time, which has been good. But yeah, I'm optimistic. I think I've got a really good, enthusiastic group of players that have worked really hard in pre-season. I think we're just ready for the season to start now.
You talk about training this morning. Was it a nice session?
Brilliant. Yeah, I said it's the first time out on grass. So we've been training on 3G, so it's nice to get out on grass and do a bit of contact work and stuff. So it was good this morning. I enjoyed it.
And obviously, there's a host of new signings. What do you hope they can bring to the squad?
Well, yeah, it is. You're right. It's a completely new squad from last year. I think we only kept 5 from last year, so it's going to take us time. I think people need to give us a little bit of patience. I think some new combinations out there, new halfbacks, new nines, and we need to just give them a little bit of time to gel. But certainly Chewy and Lewis at halfback have got plenty of experience at League One level, so I'm expecting that. They'll fit in pretty well, and from what I've seen so far in training, I'm quite optimistic that we'll be okay this year.
Obviously, we know League One is very competitive. The Hornets saw it last year. With the expectations the club have to get back into the Championship, what are your personal hopes for the side this season?
I just want us to be competitive in every game. I'm not massive on setting goals, and I think we just have to take each game as it comes. And there's some very competitive teams in there, as you said. There's a lot of teams that have spent an awful lot more than what we have here at Rochdale. But I've sat with Andy and Steve, and we've talked about our expectations for the season, and we just want to be competitive in every game and make sure that we go into every game well prepared and give ourselves a chance to win. But I don't think we're going to predict we're going to finish anywhere top 3, top 4. We're going to do as well as we can in every game and finish as high as we can. And hopefully, we can compete against the top teams, the teams that have spent more than we have, and do ourselves proud. And it's just the effort week in, week out that I'm looking for, really.
Obviously, there's been 2 pre-season games so far, 1 more still to come. But what are the positives you took from the games against Widnes and Oldham?
Well, we were rusty against Widnes, and I expected us to be. It was probably 2 weeks before we were ready to play, to be honest. But part of the DR arrangement, and with Widnes starting their season early, it was the only time we could fit it in. But it wasn't an ideal prep for that. Probably a little bit early. But that said, I thought the enthusiasm was there. Definitely, I thought we showed some good touches for our first hit out together. And I asked for an improvement against Oldham, and I definitely saw that. I thought some of our goal line D was outstanding, and those effort areas, I can't put that there as a coach. That's down to the individuals and the players to be that enthusiastic, and they certainly were. They held the line, really well in the first half, worked hard together, and that kind of enthusiasm, togetherness, commitment to work hard for each other, that comes from within. So from a coaching point of view, to have that in the group was really positive for me. And again, it was a definite improvement from the Widnes game, but I'll be hoping to see another big improvement come Salford next Sunday.
And you have Straff as the club captain this season, also with the experience of Chewy as well. How do you think they can help the younger players in the side?
Oh, I've got a lot of experience working with Straff. I brought Straff in at Hunslet, and he was a captain there, and he brings so many leadership qualities to the group. It was a natural choice for me that I bring him on board. I think you can see around the lads, everybody respects him. He's done what he's done in the game. He's played at championship clubs and played in some good teams. So he brings a lot of good leadership qualities, and also on the field very effective. So it was a no-brainer for me to try and bring Straff in, and as soon as I did, I got him in as captain. Chewy again, very experienced player, been at Oldham for 6-7 years now, and in a pivotal position as a halfback. Obviously, he's the guy that runs us around the team and whatever, and the park and whatever, and plays all our players. So together as a combination, I thought those two were just a natural choice, and both have shown already in this pre-season campaign that it was the right decision for me to make that.
Obviously, the first competitive game will be against London Scholars in the Challenge Cup. How much is a solid cup run important to the success in the league, do you feel?
I think it is this year, especially with West Wales not competing in the division. It's only a division of 18 league games, so it's a short league for me, really. And I think if we can have a really good cup run, it will help with a bit of continuity going into the league. London Scholars won't be easy. They'll come up here and they're always an awkward team to play against. So I think they'll come up here fancying the chances. So we've got to be on our game. But yeah, it's really important that we get off to a good start. And then the home game against Donny. I think the first 3 or 4 3 or 4 games that are vital to how our season will pan out. But a good cup run, I think we need one because, as I said, because of the league structure and only having 18 games, it'd be good to get a decent cup run as well.
And finally, how have you found life as the head coach of the Hornets so far?
I'm enjoying it. I don't think I've got any additional grey hairs to what I already had when I started. But yes, and I think it's all about the people that you work with. You know, I've got a great set of support staff. And I think we've brought a great group of players in, and I think that makes it so much more enjoyable when you're surrounded by good people, and that's always been important for me, is to surround myself with good people that I can work with, that I can trust, and that I know are going to give me everything, and I certainly feel that about this group of people and players. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it, but obviously it's business end starts next couple of weeks with the league and the cup games, and that's when it really counts, so we've got to make sure we're on it ready for that start.